Well, I'm going to take a little bit longer than I usually do. I have a question for you. How many have lost directions? Well, let me put it in a different way. How many of you have ever lost their way? You don't really know what you're supposed to do in life. You're very good at what you do, and I bet you can say, I can tell you the things I don't want to do, more so than I can tell you what I can do or what I want to do. I was the same way. For years, I could explain to you my skill set. I knew what I was good at doing. But when it came down to putting that skill set in a package, I had the difficult time of doing so. People my age, they could say, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I am X, Y, and Z. I couldn't do that because there were too many options out there. And I just didn't know which one fit me. Well, I was at a retreat this weekend, and there were 3 words that stuck out for me. It was scriptural, but those 3 words: ask, seek, and knock. Ask, seek, and knock. See, what we realize is when we voice our valid concerns to an invaluable creator, we're bound to get an answer. It may not be the answer we want, but we're going to find out exactly the direction God is taking us. It's like getting lost. And I can tell you, I've been lost several times and I don't like it. But let me tell you the most recent time I got lost. I trusted my GPS, put the directions in, and I started driving. But it was very unfamiliar to me. I didn't like where I was going. So I decided not to trust the GPS and I went another way. And the further I went out, the more unfamiliar things got. And I started driving a different way. Well, eventually, I ended up where I thought I was supposed to go. But would you believe the address was the exact same thing, but I was in a completely different community? I wasn't happy at all, believe me. I had to stop. I had to ask. Then once I got the direction, I had to seek it out. I had to trust where God was going to take me once I asked Him where I needed to go. And then I had to get back in my car and redirect, follow His lead to get to the destination. Eventually I got there in the correct community. But once I got out of my car, I couldn't sit there and say, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Well, that was the next step. Knocking requires a surface. I had to get out of the car and get to the door that was my destination. How about you? Some of you are on the road and you're asking, and that's great. Ask God, because remember, He is an invaluable creator, full of wisdom. He wants to give you an answer. You may not like it, but hey, He's the one that created you, and He is the one that knows you. Trust Him. Some of you are at the seeking point. He's giving you direction. It's a little frightening. It's a little uncertain. But you're willing to follow His lead. My encouragement: go where He takes you. And then there is the third group. He's finally gotten you there. Again, you might be a little apprehensive, but get out of the vehicle. You're ready. You're ready to go out of the vehicle and get to the door to go on in. It's a bit of food for thought, and I pray that you would take heed. I know I did, because on the other side of that door, when I got lost, was a wonderful banquet, because there were friends waiting for me, so I can have fellowship and I can enjoy a fabulous meal. Well, you have a great day. Take care.